4 common mistakes students make while studying physics. Mistake number 1. Whenever they see a problem, the approach is, or the question they ask is, which formula can I apply? Right? This whole which formula can I apply is the biggest barrier to understanding physics. Instead of trying to throw some formula, we have to do the derivations. Right? So if you skip any derivation, you will be in trouble, and that is the single common and the biggest mistake I see. Mistake number 2. You open a book, let's say Resnick Halliday, H.C. Verma, whatever, and you read it. You read it like a novel, right? And when you read it, you'll say, okay, fine, this makes sense, and then after that you feel like, okay, I've understood. No. Only when you solve problems, I repeat, only when you solve problems, you will be forced to think about those concepts, how to apply, you'll make mistakes, and then you go back and read it again, and that is when you understand the concepts in a real sense, right? So second mistake is reading theory but not solving problems. Mistake number 3, you solve a problem, somehow you get to the answer. There are many steps, but you're not very sure, right? Why am I doing this integration? It is from, what are the limits, right? There'll be many steps which you are kind of ambiguous, but if you get to the answer, you're very happy and you move on. That's a huge mistake. Answer is not important. Do you understand every single step, and why did you take that? If not, it doesn't help at all. So which means take more time, spend 15 minutes extra, but understand every single step and the logic behind it, and if required, go back and read the theory again. This is mistake number 3. And mistake number 4 is not reinforcing or repeating. Let me explain. Let's say you get a problem, and it's a very tough problem, and you spend half an hour, somehow you manage to get to the answer, and the approach was fine. But then in your mind, it's like, there's a very thin wall of brick, which you have put up, and a little bit of force, it can collapse, right? So what you require is, you require a sturdy wall. You want a 2-foot wall, which means if you have a problem which you could somehow manage to get to the answer, do not think it's the end. Solve the same problem again a couple of days later. Trust me on this. You'll still make a mistake, most likely, but then your understanding will become really strong, right? So you have to reinforce yourself by solving difficult problems again, right? So and not doing that is the 4th common mistake, right? If you can get rid of these 4 mistakes, your physics can be rock solid.